Hi, I'd like to expand today on mindset coaching, narratives, and the stories we tell ourselves. Now, either the stories we tell ourselves are going to be empowering and encouraging, or they're going to be disempowering and disencouraging. So all of us have a group of family members that live in our head. These are inner voices. So these inner voices can sometimes be in conflict with each other. So, for example, the first family member that lives in our head is the critical parent. Now, this critical parent serves us and is there to support us when it's there to highlight areas of development where we can improve, but it stops serving us and it stops working when it becomes hypercritical and very judgmental and very disapproving of ourselves and others all the time. And then we have the nurturing parent. Now, the nurturing parent is kind, compassionate, tender, and is there to be of service in the world to ourselves and others. But it becomes disempowering and discouraging when we begin to self-sacrifice, when we care too much about other people and we become a people pleaser and a martyr and we don't take care of ourselves. Then we have the rational adult. Now, the rational adult, of course, is very reasonable, very sensible, and very logical, and that serves us up to a point. It stops serving us when we become hyper-rational and we lose our humanity and we become disconnected from our emotions. Then we have the teenager. Now, the teenage voice is there to be a little bit rebellious and to push back and to challenge the status quo, and that serves until it doesn't, and stops serving when the fearlessness then becomes recklessness. So the teenage voice can be reckless, it can be apathetic sometimes. Stop caring, who cares, whatever. And then we have the wounded child. Now, the wounded child serves us and is there sensitive and there to let us know when we feel vulnerable and vulnerability, but can be very disempowering when we feel like we're the victim and we're powerless and helpless, because you're not, you're powerful. But the wounded child voice will think, if you're very connected to the wounded child voice, that you're a victim. And then you have the joyful child, and that voice is all about curiosity and wonder and awe and spontaneity and awe. And what happens when that stops serving us is that the joyful child actually becomes impulsive or naive. Now, the question is which voice to listen to and when, and that is mastery. In mindset coaching, we're exploring which is the voice that will serve you in any time or any context, and when to dial up which voice and when to dial down which voice. That's mindset coaching.